Hello students, welcome back to my channel. This is Shweta Tiwari and today we are going to discuss acids and bases. What are acids, what are bases, and how will we identify whether the substance given to us is an acid or a base. Okay, let's start with an acid. Acids are such substances which when comes in contact with aqueous solution or when comes in contact with water, they releases H plus ions. This is the most important and first property of acids. So acids gives or releases or furnishes gives H plus ions. Okay, H plus ions. Second property of acids are sour in taste. They have sour taste. When any substance which has sour taste, which are very sour, so those substances are acidic substances, such as lemon. For example, in our houses we have lemon. We have already tested it. So lemons have acidic nature because its taste is sour. Third is they are very corrosive in nature. Acids are corrosive in nature. Corrosive in nature means they can burn, they can harm, they can they will make a hole when dropped on a cloth. If this acid is very strong, very concentrated acid, they can also make holes, they can also burn the cloth or the paper, or even the skin burn can happen. So this is the corrosive nature of acids if they are strong acids. Okay, let's talk about some examples of acids. Vinegar, lemon, they contain acids. Of course, tamarind. Acha, like HCl, H2SO4, etc. So these are some examples which you have already been listened. So these examples are of acids. There are two kinds of acids. Acids are whether they are strong acids or they are weak acids. So what are strong acids? Strong acids are strong acids. Let us discuss strong acids and weak acids. Weak acids. Okay. Strong acids are that when comes in contact with water or an aqueous solution, they will completely release, they will completely furnish or gives H plus ions. Okay. So strong acids, when acids gives complete furnishing of H plus ions. Okay, for example, HCl and H2SO4 are very strong acids. Okay, they are very strong acids. That is, when HCl comes in, when you add water to HCl, they will release H plus ions completely. So the solution of HCl solution will contain ions only. Okay, they will not contain molecules. They will not contain molecules because they have completely furnished the H plus ions. So the solution of such acids, such strong acids, contains ions only. They doesn't contains molecules. Okay, they will contain ions only. Weak acids that partially dissociates in water, that partially gives H plus ions. Such acids partially gives H plus ions. They doesn't dissociate completely when comes in contact with water. Okay. partially gives H plus ions. Example, acetic acid and formic acid. Acetic acid CH3COOH, formic acid CHCOOH. So these are also examples of organic acids. Organic acids, they are acquired from the nature. So acetic acids are present in vinegar, and formic acids are present in sting of ants. Sometimes questions are asked. Give the example where formic acids are found. So you can answer that formic acids are found in the sting of ants. Okay, weak acids and strong acids, we have covered it. Very easy to understand. Let us try something, that how to dilute if acid is concentrated. Acha, let me tell you what is concentrated acids. Concentrated acids. What are concentrated acids? Concentrated acid means when the concentration of acid is higher, is more than the water. Okay, if we have a solution and in that solution the presence of acidic substance, the presence of acid is more, the concentration of acid is more than the water, then such solutions are called such concentrated solutions are called concentrated acids. Here, concentration of acids are more than water present in solution, present in given solution. Okay, yeah. And what are dilute? If concentrated acids are there, then dilute acids are also there. Dilute acids. What are dilute acids? Dilute acids. Acid that have less concentration in the solution, or when a solution has less concentration of acid than water, that is, water is more than the concentration of the concentration of acid, such solutions are called diluted solutions, and such acids are called dilute acids, where the quantity of water, the amount of water is more than the acid. Okay. Acha, how to dilute a concentrated acid? Dilution of concentrated acids. If you have a concentrated acid, how to dilute such acids? Because concentrated acids are so corrosive, they are very dangerous. So sometimes we need to dilute them. To dilute them means to add water in it, and adding water in a concentrated acids, there is a process. What is that? Whenever you dilute a concentrated acid, make sure, take a beaker, fill it with H2O, that is water, and add drop by drop acid, drop by drop concentrated, let's say HCl, drop by drop concentrated acid to it. This process is known as dilution of acids. Now, we have discussed about acids. Now, what are bases? Bases, okay, such substances that release OH minus ions when comes in contact with aqueous solution or water. So, substances that release, that furnish, that gives UOH minus ions when comes in contact with aqueous solution or water are known as bases. So bases gives OH minus ions when added to H2O. They releases, okay, they gives OH minus ions. What is the nature of bases? What is the nature of substances that are basic in nature? So the properties that you can identify the given substance is a base physically. You can identify physically by seeing it or by touching it. What are those properties? So bases are first point, bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. The taste of bases are commonly bitter. Okay. Second is they release OH minus ions. Third is they are soapy to touch. They are soapy to touch. Soapy to touch means when you touch a basic substance, they feel like you are touching a soap. So their surface, their feel of touch is soapy. Okay. So these are the three main properties of basic substance. Some examples of bases. Some examples of bases are NaOH and KOH. Some examples of bases are NaOH, KOH. Okay. These are the strong bases. These are the strong bases. Acha. Similar process is for bases also. What are strong bases? What are weak bases? Bases that release partially OH minus when comes in contact with water are called weak bases, whereas bases that completely release OH minus ions when comes in contact with water, such bases are known as strong bases. So KOH and NaOH are the examples of strong bases. Achha. One more thing, some bases that are insoluble in water, whereas some bases that are completely soluble in water. So such bases that are soluble in water are known as alkalis. So water soluble bases are known as alkalis. Water soluble bases are known as alkalis. Okay. So it's time to learn, it's time to know about some tests, some indicators that will tell us whether the given substance is a base or an acid. How to check? See, it is not possible that every time you can taste the substance. If it is bitter in taste, it is base. If it is sour in taste, it is acid. It is not possible because some acids are so corrosive, so dangerous that they can harm your health. Hence, there are some methods, there are some indicators will tell you about the nature of substance, whether it is acidic or basic. Okay. So some natural indicators are also there, and some man-made, lab-made indicators are also there. What are natural indicators? That can that are available naturally, that are not man-made, and that will tell you this given substance is basic or acidic. Okay. First of all, natural indicators. Natural indicators. What are natural indicators? For example, litmus test, turmeric test. Litmus test, litmus paper. Okay. First is litmus test. Litmus test for acid and for base. and second is turmeric. Okay. So what happens when litmus paper comes in contact with acid, and what happens when turmeric comes in contact with acid? Similarly, what happens when litmus paper is when litmus paper comes in contact with basic solution and turmeric comes in contact with basic solution? So the color of litmus paper changes to red. When litmus paper comes in contact with acid, the color changes to red, whereas when it comes in contact with base, the color of litmus paper changes to blue. Okay, litmus paper turns red if the solution is acidic, and litmus paper turns blue if the solution is basic. Similarly, turmeric, when the solution is acidic, it is same. The color of turmeric remains same when the solution is acidic, whereas the color of turmeric changes to red when the solution is basic. So it remains yellow here, since the color of turmeric is somewhat yellow, but it changes to red when the solution is basic. Okay, next example is synthetic indicator. What are synthetic? By the name itself you can guess. Synthetic, that is man-made, that is made in laboratories to check whether the given solution, the given substance is acidic or basic. Second is synthetic indicators. First, second. So as we have discussed, synthetic indicators are first is phenolphthalein. Okay, it is colorless. Okay, the original color of phenolphthalein is colorless. And second is onion. No, onion are natural indicators. So methyl orange. Okay, methyl orange. So the color of methyl orange is orange. Okay. The color of methyl orange is orange. What happens when it comes in contact with acids? And what happens when it comes in contact with bases? We will know one by one. So when phenolphthalein solution comes in contact with acidic solution, and when phenolphthalein solution comes in contact with basic solution, the color of phenolphthalein changes only when the substance is basic, otherwise it remains the same. Okay, otherwise it remains the same when the solution is acidic. So phenolphthalein will not change its color. Not change its color. It will remain the same. It will remain colorless. It will remain the same. But if the given solution is basic, the color will change to pink. Okay, the color will change to pink. But for methyl orange, the original color is orange, and in acidic solution, the color changes to red, but in basic solution, it changes to yellow. Okay, it changes to yellow. So these are the indicators. One was natural indicator and other was synthetic indicators. So these two indicators can tell you whether the given substance is acidic or basis. You have seen the changes, the color changes, and in this way you can identify the substance is acid or a base. So I think this is it for today. we will discuss more the chemical properties